And
Pretty much, but you can give a bit more kind of just like if just kind of like a kind of a rough kind of overview, just like what you did since you left. Just kind of like a quick kind of get everyone back into the mindset kind of thing is the whole point of it. So just like you left the necropolis and then so on. Just
okay, all right, gotcha. So we finished up meeting up with Xander, and then we left the necropolis and we went back to
We're back
Snorri.
more.
And then everyone went about their own ways, doing their shopping, catching up with things they needed to do. I bought my poison from a poison shop. Leia bought bakeries,
But that was
baked
the
goods.
session before.
Wait, that was like 2 sessions ago.
Yeah, this is.
yeah, but it's fine. It's fine if you
Okay.
like. It's just kind of just a rough overview of reminding people of what the fuck went on because sometimes you guys forget this stuff.
Our wizard has fucking, what is it called?
Amnesia.
Amnesia.
Bombs. I have bombs now that aren't very good. But
They're actually
bombs.
they're bombs. Like you still need to figure out a way of activating them, but
We got it sorted. We have Eris to drop the bomb and me to light a bonfire underneath the bomb. Foolproof. And then what did we do after that? We went back to we went back to the mines. We went back to the forge, where Xander got his sword fixed and finally picked it up. I think Prometheus was going to get something made as well, custom made.
Yeah. I got a trident it's being built at the moment with the tears. What else? The waters of Miramir, and also I'm paid Vulcan for the repair on the breastplate, which was Xander's.
And Vegar was trying to flirt with the fire sage. No, not the fire sage. The salamander, but didn't get very far. But
And we were also.
I think the very last thing we left off with was, oh, wait, which god was it again? The god of the forge. Vulcan, the god of the forge, gave us a little book with all the different things he can forge for us if we can find the right ingredients and provide the right amount of money.
Also to note, there were, I think it was 8 horsemen following us at a distance. They seemed to keep their distance, but they were following us.
yeah, that's good enough. I believe you did identify them as centaurs, but
they were centaurs. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and yeah, I think you'd arrived like mid-morning, before noon. So, question is, are you staying here long? Like you already kind of did what you're going to be doing with Vulcan. Like receiving the items that receiving the sword for Xander and giving other items to Vulcan to either repair or potentially craft new things.
The only thing I would like to do before we go is maybe talk to the dwarf, maybe the dwarf group, maybe the head of the dwarf group, to just to express the urgency in which they should try and get the mithril production going again in these mines because of the coming war effort.
Yeah. Let me see. So yeah, you come across a dwarf by the name of Orin, O-R-R-I-N, and he seems to be the more kind of senior one that's kind of reorganizing, and trying to clean up the place at the moment, because even though it's been like a week or two since you've cleared it out and then since left to continue on with your labors, he's recently only after arriving. They're only him and his cohort are only after arriving. They're still cleaning up, and he wagers that they'll probably be getting back to some form of mining production within a couple of weeks,
Okay.
potentially. He's like you hear a bit of like a fear in his voice when he mentions the claw marks that were in one of the halls and the big gaping chasm in one of the do you remember the massive chasm that was that you all wanted to travel down that just disappeared into darkness? And you get the impression that any mining that is going to be taking place is going to be not intensive because they don't know what the fuck caused that hole and they don't want it coming back up.
Do we
So
need to solve an issue for them, as guys? That's what I'm thinking.
this isn't so much something of you solving an issue. This is just kind of like almost a superstitious fear that's kind of permeated them. They're like they are willing to mine, but they do at the same time feel like there is a danger to the mining, so they want to kind of keep it like they're not going to be cranking it out at like a regular mine's production rate
Yeah.
kind of thing. They're just going to be taking it a bit more careful. Like they're not going to be setting off explosives to mine like for that kind of mining or anything like that. It'll just be regular kind of.
In terms of explosives, what I'm talking is, I'm talking Oren. He mentions explosives. Do you have any suggestions for my friend Carl here about igniting explosives, or even making explosives more potent? Put you on the spot here.
This is something where like he's forthcoming with information, but at the same time, when someone starts inquiring around explosives, he gets a little bit like squinty-eyed at. So you're gonna have to make a persuasion check here.
Oh, I'm gonna persuade his pants off him too. It's gonna be great. Hey, first roll of the session. Oh,
That's 15. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And he kind of nods along, and he does inform you of like what he has used in the past for copper mining. But it's not something he's used recently, and it's a form of explosive that he's sourced from Mitros. He doesn't know what the chemical compound makeup of it is, if it is a chemical. He doesn't know how it mechanically worked. He just knew, I got a pot of the stuff. I set it on fire. I set the wick on fire, and then I just run as fast as possible away from the thing. And I kind of dig a little hole into it, put the pot in, and run. That's what he tells you. He wasn't the one that bought it, but he did know, like, the individual, like his boss at the time was the one who purchased it, and he wasn't privy to where he got it from, but he did say it came from Mitros.
Okay, thanks.
All right. Anything else you guys want to do while you're like, how long are you guys going to be spending in the
No more than an hour, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's head out.
let's head out. Let's
all right.
back to Astoria and then to Mitros.
Go back.
Sure.
Go to the toilet
Okay.
and all that stuff, you know. Have some brekkie and all that. I don't know.
Yeah, so you spend about we'll say an hour. It's not quite noon yet. In the forge, and as you start to leave from the forge, are you exchanging your horses with those or are you going to bring the same horses back?
So we take. I guess makes sense to take. To swap
Yeah, I
around
think we
horses.
agreed to exchange the horses.
Yeah, so that they're fresh.
Okay.
And then these ones get a rest or don't.
Okay.
Have been rested and get. Yeah.
Yeah, Pyrrhus is more than willing to just do an exchange of horses. They have enough to kind of like they have enough prepared for you. I think you only need 6 because Prometheus has one already. Okay. As you guys start to leave the forge, you do notice the clouds overhead, and it's starting to rain. But yeah, so you start to head back to Astoria.
Yeah.
Curious.
Who's leading the way?
Can I atone?
You want to attune? So that's half an hour of you sitting in a place.
If
Could
he's
I-
on a horse, not looking
You can't
around.
attune. You
like-
can attune while you're on a horse.
Could
So
I?
do you want to spend? You can spend an extra half hour in the forge while the others are just doing their own thing.
I could do that. Could I?
Yeah.
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 Go for it.
Okay.
Okay. So as you, Xander, as you attune to the blade that Vulcan reforged for you, can you make a... Where the hell are you? There you are. Wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Okay.
15! Damn! Okay. Okay. That same feeling that you got when you first took the blade from Vulcan of this warmth that emanated up your arm, almost searing in intensity, until you just feel this warmth in your chest. As you sit there holding the blade in your hands, getting used to this heat that seems to just emanating from the blade and filling your whole body, and you start to get used to it, you start to feel flashes of another presence in your mind. You start to feel like a kind of something that's trying to communicate with you. And it first starts out like a bird cawing in the distance, and then you start to see images flashing if before your eyes as you're just staring at this blade of the sun up incredibly close to you. You feel almost like you're getting sunburned just staring at this image that's just coming across your vision. You then also feel a degree like a sharp sensation of pain before you start to see an image of gold coming across your vision, of gold scales.
Oh shit.
And an intense rage and sense of revenge comes from this image. And then that image of gold scales clears up with your 15, and you see a gold dragon soaring in the sky, and this intense hatred for this gold dragon emanating from this blade. And it's not communicating with you in terms of words, it's more communicating in terms of emotions. And you get this feeling that if you were to kill this dragon, the blade will reward you.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Interesting.
You are now attuned to the Zephos of Fabled Flame.
Fuck.
What?
Damn.
So, as Xander, what did you see, man? As your eyes
That was
flutter
an
open.
intense like trip. I saw an intense sun, like what felt like was beaming in front of me. It was very very hot. I got visions of a gold dragon, and
It was big. It was huge.
And I guess this sword really wants to fucking kill this dragon because there's a deep hatred for it, for this dragon. That this sword
I
is
mean,
like,
if it is a huge gold dragon, that's probably one of the most powerful creatures in Talaya. I mean,
Like, are gold
probably.
dragons? Do we know if they're friendly or if they're just their own?
If you're voicing it out to everyone, then
Yeah.
probably yourself. Who has proficiency in Arcana?
I do.
I think I do.
So if you're voicing it out loud, Carl and Prometheus, I'll have you make
Sure I do.
Arcana checks.
Oof.
Oh damn. Okay. Prometheus, you just know gold dragons are fucking cool. And they are Prometheus, even you, Prometheus, know gold dragons are one of the rarest. The dragons that are talked about that were bonded to the original Dragonlords, not a single one of them was ever gold. Carl, you know from your whatever weird books you were reading when you were younger, the gold dragon is, as written in books, generally a good creature. Probably one of the most noble, if not the most righteous dragons out there. In terms of, it's generally like gold dragons are considered in the literature that you've read with a fucking 25. That gold dragons are considered the paragon of good in dragonkind, of the metallic dragons. They are what other dragons consider to be the aspiring goal. But they tend to be also very hot-headed and very how do I put it?
Righteous.
Yeah, righteous. Like when they get an idea in their head, they're like 100% going in. Nothing is going to continue. Nothing is going to dissuade them from their goal, of whatever they believe to be the lawful good thing to do.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Xander, the gold dragons are as benevolent as they get, and for you to want to take one down, you need to have a very good reason for doing so.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that
It's
is
worth
that sword and giving you any other kind of
I wonder if
emotions or visions?
The sword is expressing just deep hatred and intense heat. So we'll find out. There might be more. There might be more to this. Like there might be more visions, or we'll see how things go. Might even get more answers in Mitros, because that's where my ancestor lived as well. So that's where I live as well.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so you've attuned to that. Like I attuned it for you there. So if you want to just equip it, then as well, you can see the benefits that come with it.
I see the benefits. They're fucking sick.
Yeah, they are.
Wait,
I'll tell you them now.
wait, your ancestors killed dragons?
Not from what I know.
Why are we killing dragons again?
Well, no, we're not killing dragons.
We're gonna kill a green dragon though. That took my mother. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, no. The thing with his weapon was it was his ancestor's weapon that then there was a gem in the forge that Vulcan used to craft this. So you get the impression that it is the gem that is in the middle of this blade, in like right where the guard meets the blade itself. That glows a pulsating, vibrant red that is driving this intense hatred for dragons, or a particular dragon.
What if we own a dragon that want to kill our dragon?
I don't think so.
Also, what happened to our egg?
I have it as I unrobe myself here, and I have like like I just boom my cloak to the side, and you see this egg pouched in underneath my kind of shield and armpit. It's a nice little baby cradle here, you know.
How do we hatch? Do we put it to the fire?
Not the fire. So what we've told by Xander is that I will need to first of all spend some time bonding with it until I and also to grow a little bit more powerful. And then when the time comes, I will need to make the Dragonlords oath and also bring it to its natural habitat. For the silver dragon, it will be into the snow. So we would, or I would at least, need to go to snowy mountains to go do this bond with it.
I get you. So you're just carrying it like in your shirt.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
skin contact.
Yeah, I'm whispering in the night, rubbing it to sleep. You know, just yeah. Well, what else do you do?
It's like a safe box.
We could, but I mean, I don't be carrying a box around with me.
Alright. We should have like a holding that's like infinite, like Kira.
I wouldn't trust that. She disappears randomly in the night as Kira overhears.
Hey, you don't know that.
Oh.
How did you know that?
Well, I mean, we see her not there. I mean, like I always had a bit of a thing for Kira. She's gone in the middle of the night. You know, how would you feel?
Also, remember we had to help her with something last time to find her shit.
Mitras.
Yeah, let's go there.
Let's go there. Let's go.
I posted the stats or the
oh yeah, you can see
in the chat. But basically, this weapon has +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. It deals an additional 1d6 points of fire damage with each attack.
Damn.
And ignores resistance to fire damage as well. Once per day, when you would be reduced to 0 hit points but not killed outright, you may use your reaction to draw on the spark of the fire phoenix. You are instead reduced to 1 hit point, and each creature within 10 feet of you takes 3d10 points of fire damage.
Damn.
Summer Bam, while holding this weapon, you have resistance to cold damage.
Oh, this is OP as fuck, man.
It's a fucking good weapon.
Probably why it's evil?
Maybe.
Evil.
Is it evil?
It sounds so evil, bro.
Okay, so anyway, you've attuned to your blade. You've done all the business you want to do in the forge. You commissioned some weapons and armor. You had some attempts to chat up the forge keeper, and you had a little short conversation with the head of the guard and the lead dwarf who's overseeing the mining operations in the forge. There's nothing else you guys want to do here, so we're coming close to midday.
Just while other people were doing, while I was doing my attunement, other people were doing stuff.
Yeah.
Do they want? Do you guys want?
Is there anything else you guys want to do while he was spent like 30 minutes just staring at the blade in his hands?
Like, Brian, do you want to have some poison, or are you all out?
I'm Brian.
Sorry,
yeah,
Carl,
I would love to have some poison.
If Brian is your surname, isn't it?
You know my surname very well.
What is your surname, Carl?
We'll find out in the next. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
All right, hold on. How do I
Our
take these things
wizards
again?
opening up.
You like my out of character. Like my dude's surname is like Huroth. We don't like. That's from
Yeah, it was revealed. It was revealed before Huroth.
No, but like Xander doesn't know that.
No, it was revealed in front of you all. Like when you met the undead Xander in fucking Mirror, he told you that Vegar was his son and Carl was a descendant of his. in front of you. So
Okay,
it wasn't.
I remember
Yeah, that
where it
wasn't.
is.
I wasn't hidden
It was 4 weeks ago, man.
Anymore.
anymore.
Sorry, guys.
Shall we just do?
Yeah, if
Okay, so you're leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no one else doing anything. Yeah.
Yes, it is raining now as you're leaving the forge. In the short period of time that you were in the forge, the clouds have grown darker and rain has started to fall. You've exchanged your horses with Pyrrhus and the other guards that are present at the forge, the small contingent that is there. And you set back out towards the story. Who is leading the way?
I don't mind going first.
Xander and it was midday, raining, but
Leia, maybe.
Me.
Leia. Okay, Xander and Leia in front. Cool.
Because the
Prompt you
her
now.
perception be fucking OP.
Just so I know, am I taking my poisons?
Are you?
Can I?
You can in the 30 minutes that Xander was attuning.
Alright, let's go.
I also play 20 squares. I asked.
No,
if-
you're not. No, that's something where like you spend an evening doing with people, with random people. That's not something where like in half an hour you can just play a game. It's 15's enough. Are you taking it 3 times? Jesus Christ.
I'm taking it 3 times. I have to.
Okay, so you take.
Cheap rat poison.
I'll just roll all the dice in one. So you take.
This is cheap. This is cheap poison. By
This
the
is
way.
the cheap stuff. So
Does that do more damage then?
2 successes. Take 9 damage.
Yeah, let's go.
Wizard is crazy.
Wait, did you? I see you all have the bonus, the temporary hit points. Did you give a speech before going into the mines that morning?
Yeah, before going to mines in the morning. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. I'm just
Yeah,
checking
yeah,
that because like it's uncomfortable seeing a wizard with 45 hit points. What the fuck? How does that How do you have 37? How do you have 37?
Because I have like 16 con.
Oh, that's right. And you've been rolling pretty well on your dice.
Yep.
You're down to 36, yeah.
No, it's
So-
1 damage.
I think I'm
One, technically 1 damage, yeah.
God damn.
Okay. So yep. So it's who is it? It is Leia and Xander. Have you both make perception checks?
I see with my eyes. Oh shit,
Wait, do I
nothing.
have
Right, a
disadvantage?
15 for Xander and a 14 for Leia.
Oh, wait, do I have advantage?
Yeah, you have advantage from your shield.
Oh, cool, sick.
Whoa!
Nice
Um,
items, bro.
yeah, yeah.
I've got a wand.
They're here to be shared.
Okay. What do you see? It's hard for you to really see a whole lot of what's going on because it is starting to really piss rain. It is your visibility is starting to decrease a fair bit. And let me just yeah, it's starting to get really, really cloudy. Where do I put this? You can't really see much. You're able to definitely see in front of you, and you think you've got a pretty good visual of your surroundings. But other than just the rain and the road, the path in front of you, that's starting to get more worn as you've traveled it, and then the soldiers and dwarves have traveled it. You do see like a definitive path that you can walk along now. So you're able to follow your way, but with the rain, it's just miserable. Okay. So how long are you traveling? It's about a day and a half back to Astoria.
No sleep.
No sleep.
No.
No sleep?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's fair.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just going a full day and a half, no sleep. Gotcha.
Savage.
So and it's Xander and Leia staying in front the whole time, are you?
Can I also send Fortuna up for a bit of recon duty? You know?
Okay, for the next roll, yeah.
Yeah.
So as the hours start to tick by, you start to see the great falls that the mines were right beside start to disappear into the distance behind you, and you just have the rushing waters of the Archelon River on the right hand side of you. And like plains to the left, and lots of rain. It started to get really heavy, heavier than you guys have ever really experienced in this far north, anyway. As it comes close to dusk. It's 6 hours, so I'll have Leia, Xander, and then I'll prompt you, Prometheus, and we'll just add 3. She has advantage, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she has
I'll prompt you
+3.
separately.
Keen senses, yeah. No. Why does she have advantage?
On sight rolls, right?
No. So she's perception +3. Has advantage on wisdom perception checks. Oh yeah, she does. Yeah, sorry.
So,
Yeah, hold on.
God damn. All right. Well, you start roll another d20 as well, +3. Prometheus might get slightly better than 21. I doubt it, but no.
Yeah, no.
Okay. So a 21, a 14, and a 25. God damn. Okay. Through the rain, Leia, you see a glimpse of silver. Really faint. Prometheus, through Fortuna's eyes, you see the same glimpse of silver. Xander, you just have rain in your eyes, and every time you're looking up to look around, it's just like you start getting it in your eyes, and you blink it out, and you're just wiping it away, and then you're just kind of looking back down on the road in front of you as you're just plodding along on your horse.
My bushy hair will protect.
Okay. I'm should I call? I'm gonna call out. Guys, Fortuna is just all a silver glint. I mean, this might be the dragon that we can barely see through this rain. I think we should try and move. Can we look around and see if there's any cover or anything that we can go into?
Yes. We surprise attack them.
Maybe a forest to hide, or I know we're
There
playing.
is no cover. You just have a river to your, about 500 meters, or if not more, to your right hand side. And you have plains to your left. There is no real trees here. You have the mountains of where the Mithril Forge is behind you, and you don't even see Astoria in front of you, but you know it's there. Through the rain. As you're discussing this, trying to figure out your next moves, why don't we just move over to?
Shit.
I'd suggest we push through because it's gonna be a miserable time if we try.
We're gonna get killed, bro.
Yeah.
We need to surprise attack them this time because we kind of know what's coming.
We need to go nice and fast, I think.
You know what? Do we get around to do shit? Oh my god, I'm scared.
Okay, before you get around to do anything, I'm just gonna tell you what happens.
Shit.
As you see the rain pouring down and Leia and Fortuna spot a flash of silver in the clouds. At first, when you first saw it, Leia was like, "Was that like lightning?" And then you kind of listening, and you don't hear any thunder, but the flash was closer, so you'd expect to hear the crack pretty instantly. But slowly you start to realize it resolving into a magnificent silver dragon.
Is it in my face?
No.
Oh,
You see it flying above and hovering about 200 feet up in the air, and you see astride the silver dragon a blue cloaked figure as it circles above you, and the figure speaks. "Give up your quest and prostrate yourselves before the power of Sidon." And his voice abruptly changes to something far deeper and inhuman. "You meddle with forces beyond your comprehension." The dragon, and the figure that you actually soon realize to be that of Gaius,
oh shit.
disappear back into the clouds.
Guys, again. Here it comes again.
And you hear the thunderous noise of hoofbeats charging in at you
Oh, fuck.
from both sides.
Ambushed.
Of 8 centaurs charging towards you as Gaius and his large-sized dragon fly off into the distance.
Oh, Gaius gone. We don't have to hit the dragon, but we do have to hit the centaur.
So now we're gonna have combat because unless any of you have range of 360 feet on something, you're not gonna hit Gaius and the dragon.
No.
I'm still around. Okay, cool.
Not at all.
Can I?
What's the range of psychic damage?
Well, is it a spell?
Yeah, I don't think I have anything within 360.
What do you have that you think might have the range?
Do we want to entice more people involved in this?
Let him fuck off.
He's fucked off.
If those centaurs are riding in on us, we'd have heard the hoofings. Do we get any?
Through the sound of the rain and the like the flashes of lightning and sometimes thunder. No, you wouldn't really have heard it until it was too late.
25 though.
Yeah, that's why you're able to see it before it happened. But so let me just prompt you now for initiative. So
Please be good. Please be good. Oh, it's all right.
That's all right.
oh damn. Okay, and then I'll roll for Vegar as well.
Fucking 25.
Guys, let's attack the ones at the top all first. Fuck them up.
All right, now they
Top.
roll.
Top first? Okay.
Everyone, let's take them. Yeah, focus top first.
All right. Jesus, there's so many of them. All right. Okay.
God,
No, because it's not like, there is no real surprise. There's no surprise around here. It's just straight combat.
Yeah.
So that means start of the round is Carl. It's raining, so factor that into any bonfires you might cast.
Fuck it. Fireball. You finally do fucking fireball after all this time.
Shit.
All right, so they all have to make dexterity saving throws. Oh my god.
30 damage, bro.
Holy shit.
Oh, well done. Oh, they're fucked. They're so fucked.
They're so fucked.
Oh my god.
Go
Oh
pop
my
first.
god. All of them
Pop
take
first.
it. So they all take 30 damage.
Jesus fuck. Oh,
Xander, protect that wizard, boy.
I got 9 AC,
if
bro.
you want, you guys go south. We'll get the north, the two of us.
Yeah, sure.
30 damage.
Are they dead?
No, they have different HPs.
One is
Ah,
near
shit.
death.
Okay, I need bonus spells now. I don't
So
have
what
any right
all
now.
of you see is Carl just like seeing this dragon fly down, and then the centaurs come along, and then the dragon flying away, and Carl just points out at the centaurs to the left. Sorry. And points his finger out, and you see a tiny little bead of red building up on his finger before it just zips off into the distance, right in front of the centaurs. And then you just see this huge explosion of fire, and the sound reaches you almost instantly, like just a wall of sound, and the blazing fire. The ground is on fire around the centaurs.
Oh, it is?
No, it's not like enough to damage them, but like you see, the grass is like grass is a flammable substance, so the grass is, if not completely scorched to nothingness in the area, like still burning lightly, as all four centaurs on the left side just look fucked. They were not expecting that when they came charging through the rain towards you. Are you happy with that?
No, I'm not. Is the fire enough to light a bomb on fire and explode it?
Um,
Do it.
Bonus action throw.
I would say no, just because of it. Like it's raining, and also like due to the concussive nature of it, what grass did survive the flash flame, um, is either extinguished by the rain or like going to be very, very fast. I wouldn't say you could ignite your thing, and also you're going to be throwing a fabric. The bomb is made from like a fabric, like a sack, so you're going to be throwing something wet.
Okay,
If
I got
factored that in as well. Like it's because it's heavily raining, the bomb will also be wet, and then you won't be able to light it.
Okay, I know how to fix it next time. Okay, in that case,
Yeah,
I can't do
clay
much.
pot would work. Okay,
Yep.
Are you happy where you are? Do you want to move?
No, I'm good where I am.
Okay,
That's
cool. Next up then is a centaur on the right side. Seeing this like explosion of fire is just going to charge at you all.
If he's in there.
Yeah, he's coming this way. Make an opportunity check.
I got just a sorry, trident roll.
18 hits.
Okay, cool. And it was one arm because I got the shield. So
Yeah, that's 8 damage.
nice.
That's nice.
Curious.
What?
Sentinel Attack doesn't like work in such a way that if my my teammate attacks another creature, that I can just react to that.
Sentinel Attack. When a creature within 5 feet of you makes an attack against a target other than you, you can use your reaction to make a melee weapon attack. But it's not within 5 feet of you. It's within 10 feet of you. So if the centaur was standing in front of you,
I'm saying that Prometheus attacked.
He's not using Sentinel. He's using Polar Master.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
like
no,
so the.
I'm just trying to make it. No, that's fine. I'm just trying to be sneaky. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if the centaur had gone in front of you all and then tried to attack Leia, then you would have that. It is going to attempt to attack you.
Xander, yeah.
One with its hooves and one with its pike that it's carrying. So let me target you, and then one with the pike. At 23, does that hit?
On me, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
So that is going to be 5 damage. Alright. Then it's going to attack with its hooves. Like, it rolls a d10 and rolls a 1. Alright. Then with its hooves... Damn. 23 again
Yeah.
for 12 damage.
Damn, that's a bit more hefty.
Yeah. So, like, you see Prometheus as this large horse, and it is large. It is the size of one of your horses. Just with a man on the top bit where the head would be. It comes charging towards you and hits you with its pike before rearing up and hitting you with its 2 front hooves, scoring you across the shoulder with its pike, and then you feel 2 heavy thumps to your chest as it as its hooves slam into your breastplate. Next up then is one of the centaurs that got fucked up by the fireball. And it is going to charge in to you here. And it is going to attack you, Xander.
Okay.
It is going to make an attack with its pike. 10 doesn't hit you, right?
No.
So it still feels it's still distracted by the flame that just it detonated in front of it, and as it's come charging towards you, it strikes out blindly with its pike, missing you,
Can I
just scraping off your shield.
use repose?
Yes, you can.
So, by the way, do all our horses, just because it's coming to our turns, have hoof attack as well? Or is it because they're probably all war horses because they're owned by the soldiers? So
I know where you're getting at this, but the only one of you that would be a trained rider would be yourself or Xander. So the rest of you would not really be able to take advantage of the horses like this. And just for simplicity's sake for this fight, just we're not taking in the horses here, please, because it adds so much shit to what I need to be careful of, to what I need to track here. 23 hits the centaur that's just tried to attack you.
And I think so. I also use a.
If you're wielding your shield, it's a regular damage.
It's just regular damage.
Yeah, just at the regular damage button.
And I think I also used a priority die for this as well.
Okay, so roll a d8, is it?
Damn.
6.
Damn.
Yeah, you kill the centaur.
Yes.
So this centaur comes charging up to you, still reeling from the flame, from the fireball, as it stabs forward with his pikes, just completely missing you, and you just stab forward with your new sword, in riposte, and just stab it right through the chest, just stabbing upwards. You feel like flame creeping up the blade as you slice it right into its chest, and it just stops there with the blade buried before it just kind of slumps back, and you teeters on its feet before collapsing dead.
Does that invoke any intimidation?
It has an effect on those that are still alive, yeah. But not enough to make them go away.
That's fine,
Next up then is another one of these fucked up horses. Why is this not showing up as dead?
They're sentient beings, but
okay.
Centaur.
So this centaur is going to step into the front here, and it's going to use its longbow to fire twice at your group.
Oh.
First one is going to be at Xander.
How did you get 2 shots in 6 seconds, mate? Oh.
15 doesn't hit you, right?
No.
Damn. Okay. It's going to make a second attack at Leia.
Jamie.
14?
Loser.
Okay. catches both of you. You both deflected on the shield, using your shields. That is going to be that Centaur's turn. Next up then is Prometheus. You got a big fucking Centaur right in front of you.
Okay. So I have a plan. I have a javelin of lightning, which I don't want to throw at the centaur right in front of me, but I want to throw it at the one on the far right and the bottom far right. Would that be alright to do?
Let me just
Without
reread
it,
Javelin
without
Lightning. Yeah,
'cause it-
well, you're hurling it. You speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a line 5 feet wide that extends out from you, the target. So a line 5 feet wide.
which would hit the center in front of me, the two, and the one on the left and that one on the right. Yeah. So it hit
Like
all.
that.
It would hit all
It
three.
hit 3 of them. Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna throw this thing, and I'm gonna go Alakazam, and it's
That
going to.
hits. Alakazam.
No, actually, I'm gonna change it to Avalakadabra. And I hit this, so it's gonna. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, there's nothing more than that. Wait, one sec.
Wait, hold on a sec. Yeah.
It's 4d6. Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay.
So
On
that's
save.
that
So
1d6 is for the like what happens to the centaur at the
at the back. Oh, okay.
Wait, which
I
one did
might
you
as well
target?
roll.
Did you
I
target one?
targeted at the very back. Oh, I didn't actually target one, so my bad. I'm saying that. Okay, so
No, it's fine. It does 5 damage to this one.
okay, now
And
I do
then they
forward.
all roll what?
So they need to get higher than a they need to get a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, or they will take full damage. If not, they'll take half damage.
So first one in front of you rolls a 5. The one to the left rolls a dexterity save. A 9. Jesus Christ. And then the last one that you hit rolls a 13 for 15.
Okay,
So
so
2 of them take full damage. So roll 46.
oh, that was terrible. How
That's
bad
so
was
unlucky.
Oh shit.
that?
That's so unlucky.
Okay, so we got
So they take
6 on the
6,
front one.
6 on the
6.
left one, and then 3 on this one.
Yeah. Oh, and plus the 5 that he would have taken from the javelin that
I already put
solidifies
that
that.
in. I already
Okay, cool.
put that in.
Okay, so that.
So you, Prometheus, you rear back and you throw this javelin, saying its command word, and this bolt of lightning leaves your hand, and just scorches the side of the centaur right in front of you that just after slamming you with its hooves, and catches the one to the right of the one that you're aiming as it just slams into and slicing the one on the right across his chest before falling into the ground and digging into the ground behind, so somewhere over here.
Okay.
Somewhere right behind the behind the dude, behind the centaur.
Cool. So
All right.
I'm next with my extra attack, going to attack the guy right in front of me, and I am going to use my trident, and I'm going to use
That hits.
that hits. He's badly injured.
One-handed or are you one-handed or two-handed?
I'm one-handed it because I got a shield
Okay.
on. So
8 damage.
and-
Yeah.
okay. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to cast Shield of Fate on myself. So.
Okay.
Let's see. Skill spells.
You target yourself. Target yourself.
Yeah, spell.
Then cast the spell.
Sorry, where the? Oh, there you go. Okay, cast spell. Okay.
It did. Nice. It added the shield of fate to you. I fixed that finally.
That looks great, man.
That's really cool.
Next up, then, unless you don't want to move, are you happy where you are?
I'm happy where I am because I'll get.
Okay, cool. Then next up is one of the centaurs that got fucked up. It is going to. Oh, whoops! I've got the wrong thing. It's going to step out over here, and it's going to fire twice at you, Carl, with its longbow. Because it saw where the fucking fireball came from.
Got that.
For
Hey, let's fucking
a
go.
11.
Alright, fuck it. We'll just use what's that spell?
Arcane block or whatever it is.
No, are you getting out your reaction shield?
Should I use a shield? If my AC is 11, it hits, right?
block.
Yeah. If an attack is the same as your AC, then it still hits.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use shield then.
Are you sure about? I thought it was the. Oh, fuck! I got blocked at 11.
It has to reach your AC, the attack.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. I'll just use shield, so that's 14.
14. Okay, so it needs your AC is now 14 for this round. Okay, so that's the first attack. The second attack.
Hey, let's go.
A natural 1 for 5. God damn, Carl, you're getting lucky as hell right now.
Oh, shit. I got the health for it too.
Oh yeah.
So you all see like this. Carl seeing an arrow coming racing towards him, just does some weird shit with his hands and says something in a fraction of a second, and as this arcane shield just appears in front of him as 2 arrows bounce right off of it. What is exhaustion?
Oh, that was my action. I pressed it.
Okay. Next up then is one of the centaur that got hit by the javelin. Is going to. How far can it move? Yeah, it's going to come over here. And it's going to attack Leia with its pike first. 13
No.
doesn't hit, no. And then it's going to attack with its hooves.
Oh.
Okay.
A 25. Okay. Is it when it makes an attack or when it hits? Oh, you already used a reaction, didn't you, Xander?
Oh, okay, so it's only once per round, is it?
Yeah, it's only once per round. You already
Okay,
used a reaction to use riposte, so you can't use Sentinel.
That's fine, yeah.
I
So-
also have a reaction, but
Is
take the
that-
damage.
You take the damage first, okay. For 7 bludgeoning damage. Doesn't quite get through that nice little pep talk that Prometheus gave you before you entered the forge, but it's still some damage that's getting through. What's your reaction? What are you doing?
Wrath of the Storm.
Oh
I
yeah, nice.
target this bitch. Okay. Features. Wrath of the Storm. Usability. Saving throw. Can you
It makes
get
a DC 16 saving throw. Let's see.
Yeah.
That is a 14. It fails.
Okay, shit. What do? I think you get like damage.
Let's have a look. I'll have a look here.
Isn't that a button I
When
can
when it fails your dex save, it takes 2d8 lightning or thunder, your choice. Which do you want it to be, lightning or thunder damage?
lightning
All right, roll 2d8.
/2 / roll 2d8. Ah shit, I'm stupid. Oh my god!
Space. You gotta put a space in.
There's the thing on the left hand side, Jazz.
There's also a little thing on the left hand side where you
Yeah.
can click.
Fuck.
But yeah, okay, 8 damage. Yeah. So, Leia, you just see this centaur come charging forward, it's trying to swipe towards you with its pike, and it just deflects off your armor, no damage to you, before it thunders forward with 2 front hooves, slamming you in the chest, and you reflexively just shout back at it, releasing like this inner kind of would you call it a rage? How would you describe your wrath of the storm as you release it?
Oh, I I'll just assume there's lightning just like striking this dude.
Just arcs off of you when you get hit.
Oh.
Is that
Well,
what you want?
from the sky.
Oh, from the start. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, okay. So as you get hit, like a small little bolt of lightning comes down and strikes the centaur, enough to hurt it, and surprise it. It was not expecting that. But okay. Next up then is yourself, Leia.
You want fight me, bro? He's injured. Oh, one is near death.
You got two right beside you.
I don't have AoE. I do want to kill the near death one though. Can I get up? Can I do a what's it called? Dead on the near dead one.
Yeah, you just point at one in range. Yeah, okay. So it makes a wisdom saving throw. Okay. 16. It rolls a 9. So it hit that versatile button.
It's a D12 should be. Whoa!
Ooh.
Whoa!
Is it 2d12? Is that actually Toll the Dead?
Well, it's D12, but I'm not sure if it's.
Oh, it becomes 2d12 or 2d8 when you reach 5th level. So yeah.
Oh shit!
God damn. See, but it's either that or nothing. If it makes a save, then it takes no damage. But damn. So you do 21 damage to this centaur that came charging towards you. It was looking worse for wear just from the flurry of attacks from Prometheus and getting scorched by the javelin. And you just point at it, and all of you hear this loud gong noise over the sound of the storm raging above you. As it just gets obliterated.
Dead? Nice.
It's dead.
How do you
Next
like
up,
that?
are you happy where you are? Is there anything else you want to do?
No.
Okay. Next up then is Phoebe.
Get him,
Hypnotic Pattern. Who are you casting that on?
These two.
Oh, yeah, cool. So
you have to do a saving throw.
Saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
13 and a 13. 12. Alright, so how does Hypnotic Pattern work?
They are now charmed and cannot move.
Oh.
I think that's right. On a fail save, the creature becomes charmed for a duration. While charmed by this spell, the creature is incapacitated and has speed of 0. It ends if it takes any damage or if someone else uses an action to shake the creature out of its stupor.
Yeah, these two guys are out of it. Let me just put a something that they're stunned.
Cool.
Nice.
That's my turn.
It's a good fucking turn. You pretty much took out 2 of them straight from the fight. You don't want to move, or are you happy where you are?
I'm okay. I just remembered that Kira's not here.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting Kira.
Bye.
Hi, Kira.
Hi, Kira. Hi, Phoebe. Okay. I'll add her to the combat, actually. Okay, well, who does Kira give Bardic Inspiration to? Because her turn was actually, she rolled pretty well, so she would have been up the top of the chain. So who would she give Bardic Inspiration to?
So I think we're gonna leave it.
Okay. All right then. Xander, your turn. You got a dead centaur to your front left of you. Another one's just after charging Leia, and you saw a brief flash of lightning come from the sky after it hit Leia. And 2 others to your left, and another 2 that seem to just be kind of dazed by whatever magic Phoebe's just after pulling.
I'll do a nice little slashing on this guy beside us. Oh shite. 11.
11 does not hit, but You have 2 attacks.
What?
Yeah, you're a fighter.
Bonus
You
attack.
get 2. You get multi-attack.
You would have
You know,
Oh,
you,
Did I
level
just
3.
get that?
Yes.
Wait.
it's not a feature of fighter.
Yeah,
At level
you
5.
you definitely have it, man. I got a
You-
paladin
Oh, is that what I just
later.
got? Okay, perfect. Okay.
Yeah, you get the feature to where is it?
Extra attack.
Extra attack. Yeah,
Perfect.
you can attack twice instead of once when you take the attack action.
Perfect. 21.
21 hits.
21.
So deal the damage, but
15.
yeah. Okay, so after stabbing the one to your left, seeing the bolt of lightning hit the one to your right, you take your blade out of the one that's just after collapsing in front of you, and you turn and slash at it. And you see this as the blade is coming through the air, you see the raindrops dropping onto the blade. It like just almost little sizzles as it turns to steam
Oh,
as you
damn.
turn this blade around and just slash deep into the
Fucking sick.
centaur. It's looking pretty rough.
Need a slow motion
Uh,
of that in animation.
all right, next up then is Vegar. You tell me what you want Vegar to do.
Okay, let me just see here.
Do you have visibility on his character sheet?
I don't.
I'll give it to you now.
I think we'll just.
I'll give it to you. Where are you, King Didi? There you go. You should be able to see it.
Perfect. So, entangle is a 20 feet square. Okay, let's just take a look.
I would actually say. So, what kind of viewpoint would you look at with Vigor? Because he did take a point of barbarian.
Oh,
So the question is he going to be standing back and casting spells, or is he going to get into the thick of it with his new axe?
rage! Get to
Because
a
he
rage!
can't. The thing with rage is he can't cast spells while raged.
right. Okay. I wanted to do Moonbeam or Entangle, but I think.
He got it in the way. So.
What's the rage do? So
Rage, rage does a lot of stuff. So he gets while raged, he gets advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. When he makes a melee weapon attack using strength, he gains bonus to the damage roll. That increases as he gains levels with barbarian, and he has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
Fuck it, we go and rage.
He gonna rage. Okay.
Rage. And
Sweet.
We gonna. Is it the mace is the best weapon for that?
No, he's got the axe he got from Xander.
Oh, axe is under. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
So he's gonna step forward over the corpse of.
Yeah, and go do a slash.
So bonus action rage.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh, you got one.
Ooh, a natural one. For a 3. Fortunately.
Okay.
Steps forward with the axe, and this is the first time any of you have seen Vigor just kind of just make a deep shout of just anger that just appeared out of nowhere beside you, behind you in some cases, as he steps past Prometheus, kind of just stepping over the corpse of the dead centaur that Prometheus just after slaying, and attempts to just hack towards the centaur that Leia and Xander are wailing on. And it's kind of obvious that this is probably the first time Vigor has used an axe in anger against another human being, or another being, and he just swings forward, undercompensates for the height and the heft of the axe head, and just slams it into the ground as he then has to pull it out. That's his turn. I don't think he can do anything else.
I don't think he can yet.
But he is raging. Next up then is this centaur. They don't make any saves, right, Phoebe? While they're here, they're just until you let go of the spell or a minute passes or something, right?
Until a minute passes, let go of the spell, or it takes any damage.
Cool. Or someone tries to wake them up. Okay.
Correct.
In that case, yeah, these two dudes are just chilling, like enraptured by whatever spell you just after putting on them.
The hypnotic pattern.
Yeah. Next up then is the last one on the list, which is going to step forward, seeing that pretty much seeing that getting into melee combat with you guys isn't really working, is going to draw his longbow and fire at Xander twice. Because you killed two of them. Or one of them. 22 hits you, right?
It does, yeah.
Alright, first attack does 4 damage. Oh, 6 damage.
Okay.
Second attack,
No.
15. Does not hit.
No.
Okay. In that case, that's good. That's going to be its turn. It's not going to do anything else. Alright. Top of the round, Carl. What are you doing?
I'll use my spells. Okay, we'll use spells. I give Eris. Well,
Whoa, what happened there? I don't know
some icy breath. Breath.
Okay.
But I'm going to shoot this centaur with a nice what's it called, firebolt.
All right, which one are you? The one to the left in front of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit that one first with the firebolt.
Go for it.
Can't click my dude anymore because I clicked.
Are you?
Here we go.
And then alt left click targets.
Alt left click. Gotcha.
Tasty 18.
26 hits. Hit the damage.
Oh.
4 damage.
Ooh, that's so rough.
Ooh,
Is that
so close. 2d10 and you roll 4. It is nearly so close.
Alright.
So you strike it in its lower abdomen as it's just after like firing twice at you with its bow, and it's like you see it like taking a deep breath from where you just after scorching it, and you as it pulls its hand away, you see even through the rain just like almost like a hole that's been burned into its lower abdomen. What are you doing, Eris? I'll move it for you.
Eris will go into the hole that was just made and shoot icy breath.
No, you can't go into the hole.
Or right beside the hole.
Right in front of him. Okay.
3d6, I think.
Does he make a save?
DC 15.
And then does he take half damage if he succeeds?
Actually, sorry, DC 16. I don't know why it's 16 now. It used to be 15.
Did your proficiency modifiers go up? They did. That's why.
Right. Gotcha.
You worked +3 on your proficiency. So he
DC
takes half
16.
damage on a succeed, right?
On a succeed, yeah.
Yeah, he's dead. Like 7 damage, he's dead. So you blast him in the abdomen from this firebolt, and he looks down at his chest just before he sees Eris come flying towards him, and then coming from the snow white bird flying in the rain, snow white owl. Just this icy breath comes from inexplicably from this owl, just clinging to its skin, turning it to just kind of almost flash freezing it right in front of you before it just collapses dead.
Nice. She'll come back to me, and then that's it.
She doesn't have the movement for that. She's got.
But she does.
Oh, she's 5 feet. Sorry, 5. Yeah.
She got 60.
That's okay. Cool.
Yep.
Next up, then that's dead. why is that? That's dead. Next one's that. That's why is that doing that? Okay. Let's remove these. Next up then is Kira. What is Kira doing?
Chilling out.
Just chilling, not feeling like doing anything.
Riding on his
Okay.
squirrel, man.
Cool. Just taking notes of what's going on. Taking account of Vegar's first rage. Next up then is the Centaur off to the right. Off in front of you. He is gonna keep taking pot shots at you. He's gonna fire at I suppose he's probably gonna fire at Xander twice because he saw Xander just stab one of them and then slash into another with a lot of accuracy. 12 doesn't hit, no.
No.
And then 21?
That hits.
Yeah. For 7 damage.
Okay.
Sweet. Alright, he's just gonna move maybe a little bit back. Taking into account that maybe you don't have the range to fully catch him if he moves back enough, but he can still hit you. Next up then is Prometheus.
Okay, I am going to move out this way and charge towards.
Okay, hold on now. Doing that, you're provoking opportunity attack from the Centaur.
Is he 10 feet?
10 feet range. Yeah.
With the pike. Okay.
He's large. He's a large creature, so he's
okay.
With the pike. So
I
you
guess
would
I'm
know
not right
that
now.
you'd be moving out of the range. So do you want to move like that? It's the question. Do you want to provoke the?
Okay, yeah. Even there's 2 of my allies in the way. Yeah, that's kind of, I guess.
He's got the range. Like, just because they're standing in front of him doesn't mean that he can't attack around them or through them.
Okay, so then I'll move towards him then to finish him off instead.
Okay.
I
Sorry,
think I'll pros.
pause. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll move towards
That.
the
Okay.
side of him, and I will attack him with a I'm on trident. I'm
Yeah.
okay. Just badly injured. Looks like I won't do shit to him, so I'm gonna add on a.
Well, you can roll the damage before you do the smite because there's no requisite that you.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
you're adding a smite in on that?
No, he's near death. No, I'll leave it. I'll go use another. I go use my bonus action. It might not be enough, but we'll try it.
Oh, you got another attack as well. You got 2 attacks.
Oh fuck. Let's see. Yeah. So this is obviously my bonus action for this one.
15 hits.
Okay. So that will damage first. How much you got? 5 enough?
Not enough, no.
Oh, okay, fuck it. I'll finish this little bitch off. So we got. Here we go. Oh no, I will not finish him off.
Oh, no, you won't. Prometheus steps through you between the 2 of you, Xander and Leia, as he branches his trident and stabs forward, catching the Centaur in its flank, pulling it out, striking out with the butt of the weapon, dealing some more like bludgeoning damage to its rib cage, and then pulling it back around to stab forward as the Centaur reels back and the strike just glances harmlessly off of it for the final strike. Almost close to being a really cool little combo that he pulled. But yeah, are you happy where you are? Do you want to move?
I'll stay where I am. Yeah, might as well. Okay.
Okay. In that case, next is the one that you were just attacking. There's 3 of you, 4 of you in front of it. It knows that it's going to have no hope of escaping. So it's just going to he's just going to attack. One attack with its pike at Prometheus for hurting it really bad there.
Oh. So sad. So sad.
With his
Oh.
pike.
Come on, me, bro.
So
Natural one.
Just wildly swinging out with his pike as it just goes over your head. Like you don't even need to move. It's just like, it's almost like it was expecting you to be the same height as it, and it's just swinging out and just going way over your head.
With a natural one, does he lose grip of his pike and lose his second attack?
Well, his second attack is his hooves. So
Okay.
yeah, I'd say with the rain and a natural one and the fact that he's near death, he just swings out and the pike just slides out of his grip and just flies out another 10-15 feet behind it into the grass. And it's in anger and fear and like just wanting to go down fighting. He's going to rear up and hit Leia with his hooves.
Oof.
Let's go.
Hoof attack 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, this poor Centaur just can't seem to. It's just being wailed on and can't seem to connect its attacks. And he's just going to attempt to hit you with his hooves, and you just take a momentary step back, Leia, and the hooves just hit nothing as they just clump down into the ground in front of you. That is going to be its turn. Next up then, Leia. The Centaur is panting in front of you, bleeding from like this scorching strike that that Xander's after dealing to it. Prometheus is after stabbing it and breaking. You can see evidence of maybe broken ribs on its right flank. Yeah, what do you do?
I give him a nice head pat. He has to wisdom
Yeah.
save. Oh shit.
14 fails. Hit that versatile button.
Oh shit.
Oh, damn.
That Amish is
Yeah.
so
You're dead.
14.
Wait, 16. No?
16, sorry. Yeah, it does make a difference. It was on 3. All right. In that case, yeah, you just kind of do a little kind of head pat kind of motion, and you all hear the same gonging noise that Leia had produced previously as this centaur just collapses back, succumbing to his injuries, collapsing to the ground in front of you all. Are you happy where you are, Leia? You don't have to worry about attacks of opportunity, or do you want to move?
Stay there.
You're gonna stay where you are? Okay.
Me.
Phoebe.
I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on the guy in the fire.
Oh yeah, I need to remove that template. Yeah. Go ahead.
So it's a DC 15 saving throw with
For a 9, that's a fail.
So you get full damage.
9.
And I believe you have to run away from me. If use reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
Okay. So it's gonna move. Like that away from you. Okay. That's your turn. Okay. Next up then, Xander. You got no immediate threats in front of you, but you do see the other centaurs a distance away.
Okay. So I'll move 30 feet anyway.
Yep.
So and then I'll
Charging past Prometheus.
Yeah, I'll just dip past him and
yeah, nice little kind of almost like a Leonidas dip path as you're kind of running by with your shield and
I'll target
sword
him
out.
with a nice tasty hand axe. Haven't had one of those in a while now.
Yeah, so you switch over to your hand axe, you throw it out.
Yeah.
24 hits. What's the range on your thrown hand axe?
60 feet, I think.
That's 60 feet with disadvantage. 20 feet with as a straight roll. 60 feet is a disadvantage, so that is more than 20 feet, right? Yeah, that's 40 feet. So roll another d20.
Oh wait, what? I haven't done that. Wait, what? The whole time I've been.
Yeah. Sorry, I think it's just something I'm after realizing now because I saw it on the Centaur sheet with their longbows.
It's 20 to 60 feet. What's the?
Yeah, so the 20 is you're throwing it at normal range, and then 60 feet you're just kind of eyeing the distance and lobbing it. Is kind of the idea.
Right.
Because if you ever try to throw a hand axe more than 60 feet,
no, that's fair.
you kind of lose a lot of accuracy here.
Maybe a little bit OP beforehand, but yes, I can understand.
Yeah, I was wondering why the
Yeah,
javelin was the same way. I was like, what's the point of having a javelin? I could have
Fucking
hand
hand
axe
axes come at you then. Okay.
All right. So with disadvantage, a 10 does not hit. Okay. So you rear back and you throw one hand axe at the Centaur, missing. So you have two hand axes, I think. Do you?
I'm just thinking. So is extra attack? That's only attack. It doesn't give you extra movement.
It doesn't give you extra movement, no.
Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll just throw another one at him.
Go ahead. So. And roll it again. 20 versus a 24. Yeah, second one hits, so just hit the damage on that one.
Nice.
So you just run forward, you throw your first hand axe, just lobbing it, and you just completely misjudge the distance as it goes over its head and spinning end over end and just slamming into the ground, burying itself. Reorienting yourself and kind of realizing I'll use that as a marker. You come back and you throw your second one, and you just see it spinning through the air in a beautiful arc, going 40 feet before it buries itself right in its head, right in between its eyes, for a beautiful attack, killing it. Nice. Okay, that is your turn. Unless you want, is there anything else you want to do?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Else I could do, so that's
fine. Next up then is Vegar. So Vegar is raging.
Alright.
Lamington.
What's he doing?
So he can rage towards the guys that are sleeping, but do we want
Yep.
to wake them up?
So like when he's raging, it's kind of like how incapacitated is he when
It's like, does
when
he
he's
just
like,
see what's closest to him, or does he actually have logic to it?
That's kind of the question. Like, narratively, it would be like the most immediate or the most threatening thing he would. That tends to be what barbarians do. It's like they rage and they hit the first thing that's in front of them, and then they go for the biggest motherfucker next, kind of thing. So narratively, he would go for the ones that are kind of asleep. So yeah, you can move that far, 30 feet. He's got 40 feet of movement, so he can.
All right. Yeah. Well, that's close enough anyway.
All right. So he can make an attack roll.
Yeah.
With his axe. New axe given to him by his daddy.
As he's moving forward, I'm like, no, Vegar, you dumb.
Going to kill him.
19 hits.
Is that advantage as well, actually? Because
no, it's not.
Okay.
No, it's not advantage. Advantage is like a feature he gets from second level of barbarian.
But I'm thinking
they're
stunned.
Because they're asleep.
Oh, they are incapacitated. Let me double check the incapacitated condition.
Attack rolls have advantage. Any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
That's a critical.
Oh, sorry, that's unconscious. I lied.
That's unconscious. Let me double check.
No, I just can't take any actions or reactions.
It's incapacitated. That's can't take actions or reactions. Okay, then yeah, in that case, it's just a straight roll.
Yeah.
19. And I can't move. So a 19 still hits though. So hit the damage button for 12. Is that including the rage damage? 1 plus, so it's
A D12 plus.
Jesus. The fuck was that?
Max.
I think
Sorry,
Max,
guys.
yeah.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh yeah, no, he gets it's adding the +2 to the damage.
I might mute you, Max.
Because he's raging. So yeah, that's 12 damage to the Centaur right here. Damn. What are the other features of the axe, just to remind myself?
It only wakes up one of them, obviously, not the other one.
Yeah. Are these titans or giants? They are not. Okay. So he strikes forward, wielding the axe, just slamming down into these centaurs that are just kind of just standing there, just still trying to shake off this spell that Phoebe's after putting them under. As Vegar just charges forward and slams his axe down into the flank of the front left leg of this centaur, dealing a hefty amount of damage. What is this saving throw for? Why is there DC 15 strength saving throw? Wait, hold on. Did I? Wait, where's the strength saving throw coming from? I'm trying to read the item just to remind myself. That must have been a mistake by me. I don't know where that strength saving throw is coming from, but okay. Yeah, that's his turn. He can't take any more attacks. All right.
Yep.
Next up then is the centaur that he's just after waking up. Oh, it's not the one he's just after waking up. That one's still incapacitated and can't move. That is sad for that centaur. Next up is the one that he did hit, which is no longer incapacitated or can't move. It's just going to straight up attack Vegar twice. With its pike for a 10, which does not hit, and a 22, which does, dealing 11 bludgeoning damage, halved, which has already been done. Wait, has it? It hasn't been. So 11 halved is there we go. Done there. Okay. That is going to be that centaur's turn, as it then is going to run away this direction. I'm going to use
And
its
let's say
movement
Vegar
to
gets
run
an
away.
Opportunity, does he?
Yep. So I'll move him back actually, just do the opportunity check. For a natural 1, Vegar's not very used to using these axes. This axe yet.
It's shit, actually.
Alright, as the centaur starts to run away. Next up then is this centaur. He is going to take 2 attacks on Xander. With his longbow.
Come at me, bruh.
11 does not hit.
More like tiny.
And then 14 does not hit. It's going to do that, and then it's also going to use its movement to run away. And now, top of the round, Carl.
Running away?
Should,
Two of them are.
should we interrogate the one we have captured?
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, this. He's running away, right?
They're running away.
Both of them are, yeah.
So I guess the one that's the closer one that's running away. Maybe go for that. I don't know.
What are you doing, Carl?
Well, realistically, we don't want any of them to get away.
We don't.
But there's no point in wasting spells if I can only kill one and not the other. Just in case. Doesn't look like we're doing much. So I'll just drop another
If we
fireball on.
can get to maybe entrap them.
I'll just drop another fireball on.
Oh shit!
Jesus Christ!
Oh,
26 damage.
It rolls 13, it fails. Okay. So you just see Carl nonchalantly walking up walking past you all, just pointing out a finger, and then just a little bead of orange reddish light building up on his finger before it just disappears in the direction of the running away centaur, and then just another noise, just this massive sphere of flame just erupts right where the centaur was starting to move away to. And it is like, what was it, 26 damage? It is dead. Yeah. It's gone.
I sent my bird out
Okay.
to 60 feet.
Eris would have been.
Or she's always on top of my shoulder.
Yeah, so she would have been here with you when you moved out. And then she has, what, 6 feet of movement?
60 feet, but the cone's 15 feet, so we want a bit of leeway so she can run away too.
Like there or something?
Something like that.
Or like there. That's
yeah.
That's enough cone.
Yeah, that's
To
good.
hit the center. So then and then it makes a dex save, right?
Dex 16.
Yeah, for 20, so it takes 6 damage.
Alright, and then she flies back the remainder.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
So she moved, 45? That's as far back she can go. Okay. Next up then is Kira. Kira's gonna maybe step up a little bit, take side of the dead centaurs surrounding you. Is she gonna do anything else?
No, she's just gonna check her nails.
Cool. Yeah. That's something that she'd do. Yeah. Remove that. I'll remove that. I'll remove the centaur. Next up then is Prometheus.
Okay.
So you just witness Carl demolish one of the running away centaurs.
I'm gonna start riding towards at quickest speed towards the centaur. As I'm going by, I'm like, "Damn, Carl, what the fuck?" And then I'm going to.
Shit! Alright, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, there you go.
Are you gonna take that one or the other one?
Actually, do I have enough movement for the other one? I don't think I do.
The horse.
Well, we want to keep that one alive.
Good point. Actually, wait. So where I am? So I'm back
You
here.
started there.
So do I have enough for 60 feet? No, I do not have enough.
Do you have 60 feet of movement? Well,
I have 60.
Yeah, that's 60.
There's 60 to get to there, yeah.
Oh, I'm in range. Yes, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
With that, I'm going to go use my trampling charge ability, and attempt to knock this motherfucker down. So he needs to get a DC 14 strength or higher.
Where's the trampling charge coming from? It's coming from the horse, is it?
It's coming from the horse. But centaurs have a resistance, so he'll have an advantage on it. Rolling that, because they've sure-footed.
Okay. Sorry. So he makes a what save?
A DC 14 save, but he gets 2 attempts at it. Strength save, yeah. So I'm sure he's pretty strong anyway. But
15. So he doesn't get knocked. He doesn't get knocked over.
Okay. But is it dropping off prone? Hits it with hooves on attack. So on that, I can hit it with its hooves anyway, because it's about 20 feet. So it's part of the trampling charge. He just doesn't get knocked prone at the same time. So that gives me a
Where is this trampling charge?
Oh yeah, I'll send over here on. I don't need to load up Discord here. I just looked up Warhorse. Switch. Here, I'll send it to you to put in the chat. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'll try there.
Okay. This attack. So you're using this as your weapon attack.
No, there's the horses.
Yeah, no, but you don't get if you're using this to attack a creature, that is your attack action. Because you are using the horse to attack the creature. You don't get to attack with the horse and then with yourself.
I watched the mounted combat. I think I do. I get it because it's two different turns. You know, it's
two different turns.
Yeah. So, for example,
and what? No, but we're not. We weren't. This is getting messy. I didn't know you were going to be using the mounted combat stuff. I would have prepared for that. I wasn't prepared for that.
Okay, I can go without it. I can go without it. It's just
so we'll just say it was enough for you to get to the guy, and you attempted to use that. You get to make. I'll allow you to make one weapon attack instead of using the horse's attack.
Wait.
If you get what I mean, like as in it's like you trampling charged the. I'm just making a ruling now, and we'll do some errata later on. Okay.
Okay.
Just for this particular combat, you attempted to you use the trampling charge of your horse, and you get to make one attack as well. Okay. Because I don't want to start having to look through rule books right now. I just want to keep this moving.
Okay, great. So I'm
you
gonna do this. I'm gonna go Divine Smite as well. So I'll have to roll the damage for that.
Yep.
Spells. Where's Divine Smite? It's over here. Okay.
What level are you putting in?
I'll put a level 2. A level 2 spell slot.
Okay.
Oh shit.
That was level, so roll another 1d8.
19. Oh, okay, great.
Oh, so close.
Do I have a bonus attack still left? Do I?
You have your bonus attack. You like okay. So what I'm just saying is one of your 2 attacks that you made was with the horse for the trampling charge. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's big. Okay. So yeah, you see Prometheus on his warhorse charge towards the Centaur that's attempting to run away. Attempt to knock it over with the horse before stabbing forward with his trident, and the dull thump noise of another divine smite going through as he's after stabbing it, and a brief little flash of light from all that you all see. The Centaur still barely standing. Prometheus withdraws his trident before spinning around and smacking it on the back of the head with the base of his trident and just clubbing it, and you see the Centaur just react before woozily just collapsing to the ground after the pretty hefty strikes. Just disgusting, actually. You did 21 damage with your Divine Smite and another 8, so 29 damage to the Centaur in one attack.
It's alright.
Yeah, very, very successful. That is your turn. Next up then is Leia. So the only living Centaur is the one that's currently incapacitated by Leia's spell.
What?
No, by Phoebe's spell.
Oh, shit. Yo, team, are we killing him or are we like...
If we can get answers out of him, ask him a few questions, it'd be great, but otherwise we kill him.
I mean, he works for Sidon.
Wait.
What kind of question do you want? Like, what kind of thing you want to
Why
ask?
was your man on a silver dragon.
Are you gonna kill him after?
We definitely should kill him after, but don't tell him we're gonna do that.
Yeah, okay, let's time him. I have a fuck ton of rope.
Yeah. I think we all grab a hoof and just drag his ass down. You know.
Shit.
Okay,
How
I gotta
far
help out.
did I move already?
We got time because he's unconscious. So.
Yeah.
I will.
We'll just say you
open
can
up.
use your movement and your action to move that close, and then we'll come around to you again to what you want to do. Because
Yeah,
if you want, like, you can move that far using your movement and your action.
I will drop my bag of rope on the floor.
Bag of rope. Okay, that is a free action.
Or
So
fuck ton of
that's pretty much all you can do this
Yeah.
round. Then Phoebe, what are you doing to prepare for whatever shenanigans you're all gonna pull on this poor unfortunate Centaur?
I feel like you're gonna pull some shit on us, but I don't think I can do anything about it. So
Well,
I'm gonna do the same thing. What's up? What's up?
So you're
Hello.
getting up right beside it as well. Okay. Any bonus action stuff you want to do? Because you got to use your action to get to there.
Yes. Can I ask it anything as my bonus action?
Let me
I
just
am the
double check.
charmer.
Let me just check.
I have to tap
Charmed? It is charmed, but like it's just kind of in a stupor. It's just kind of it's not I wouldn't really say like it would be able to listen to what's going on, because then it would have reacted to some of the two massive fucking explosions from the fireballs, and the sounds of its comrades dying, because like this battle has been rather noisy with like the stabbings and the horse hooves and other magic that's been going on. So if it would heard something, that would have been something that could have potentially disrupted it.
It does say that the charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature, implying that I can.
Is that as part of Hypnotic Pattern?
And it's just a part of charmed.
Okay. What do you want to do? I'll factor it into.
Can I use that as a bonus action though?
That you're trying to interact with it.
Yeah.
It depends. Like how much are you saying? Because you're kind of dashing over there, you're using movement and then your action to move over. So that's within 6 seconds. It's kind of rough time frame. So what are you saying to try and persuade it or talk to it? Like it can't be like a long sentence. Kind of something short.
Do you want to tell me why you're here?
Okay. What I'll do then is I'll have you make a persuasion check. Do you have advantage because it's charmed?
Yes. Advantage.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Let's fucking go.
I said the worst girl.
Can I use my reaction?
Oh, what happens? What you all see happen is Phoebe following after Leia's kind of direction of dashing over to this incapacitated centaur. Just as she's about to start speaking and she's starting to form the words in her mouth, there's a little tuft of grass right in front of in front of Phoebe's foot that she didn't quite notice because she was thinking, "What am I going to say? I got to say something quick." And as you're about to say something, Phoebe, you kick that little tuft of grass and you go tumbling to the ground. And what you thought were coherent words just came out as a garbled mess. It just turned into like a as you fell to the ground, and you're now prone. Because I wouldn't normally do that, but like Jesus Christ, 2 natural ones on an advantage roll. That is horrific. Yeah, you were prone on the ground.
I'm guessing I can't add a verse while I'm like face
No,
planting.
it would because you were the recipient of the
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
luck.
that's fair.
No, but you
That's
do see, like out of the corner of your eyes, you just kind of you're trying to pick yourself back up. You do see kind of over like out of the corner of your eye, just Kira, like somehow still managing to write a little note of something down in the pissing rain. Uh, still looks like she's definitely keeping tabs of of that rather embarrassing thing that's just after
She's
happening.
all mucky
Um,
now. Jeez.
Yeah, it is quite quite muddy. So you do have a you're not quite like fully caked in mud, but your pristine costume is a bit more dirtied.
I need to
Next
shower
up
now.
then, yeah, well, it's a good thing you're in the rain. Xander, have you got 40 feet of movement?
Oh, well, if I do.
Oh, you got 30 feet. Okay, so you use your action to get that close. Okay.
Exactly.
Any bonus action stuff you want to use?
Bonus, I guess it's just.
You got action surge.
I do, but I don't want to kill it, so I just want to
Okay.
say, what the fuck you doing here, bitch?
It doesn't really respond to you.
Okay.
Or it would. You don't know if it does yet. Next up then would be Vegar. Now, rage doesn't mean that he's completely just blinded to what's going on in front of him. He can still, like you can still communicate with him.
Can I go on rage, or do I have rage like, has to happen for a while?
He can only rage. He has to have been the recipient of an attack or to have attacked something to keep up rage. That is the conditions of rage, where like he can't hold an attack and retain rage.
No, as in like, can he turn off rage now?
Yeah, you can end it on his turn as a bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah, so it will end rage. Yeah.
Okay, so he's not raging anymore.
Yeah.
We just how do you? Oh, no, let me.
And can I prep entangle if the beast starts to run away?
Okay, he's no longer raging, and you want him to prepare entangle. Okay, so that means he is holding the spell, and if the beast, so you're saying he will hold entangle for if it tries to run away.
Yeah.
So if it doesn't run away, the spell is wasted. So the spell slot is used.
How many spell slots does he have?
He has entangle. He's got enough for like he's got 7.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
4 first levels and 3 second levels.
So we'll move about 15 feet, and then we'll hold the spell.
Okay, he's holding entangle.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up is the Centaur's turn, and he does not respond to any of your attempts to communicate, mainly because one of them was just a garbled mess that ended up in a flop on the ground, and the other one, it's still just in a stupor and didn't penetrate through. Okay, top of the round then. Let me just remove this bit. It's Carl.
All right, I'm gonna move 30 feet up. 30 feet up, and it's not on Foundry, but I do have Detect Thoughts, but I can't cast it here.
Why is it not on Foundry?
know.
Thought I. Oh, I must have just seen Detect Magic.
Or
I'll
not
add it
Detect
here,
Magic, Detect Thoughts. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll add it here for you now,
Cool.
because I know
Thank
you do have it. Where the hell is spell's gone? I just can't spell. Detect thoughts. You have a lot of spells prepared, actually.
I know.
You got
That's what 20
You got-
intelligence.
Wait, how many can you?
20 plus 5. Wait.
How many are you
5
allowed
plus
to have
5.
prepared?
It's like my wizard level plus my modifier. So
Oh,
at
so you,
least
you
10.
should have 10. So if you have detect thoughts prepared, that's 12.
Wait,
Because
hold
that
on.
means you've got shield, magic missile, thunder wave, false life, featherfall, burning hands, misty step, mirror image, dragon's breath, detect thoughts, and counterspell and fireball.
I think I have to take 1 or 2 off. Put in
Yeah,
a
you
new
take
level 3 spells.
what? So which
What
ones are you taking out?
I don't remember what I had on. Hold on.
Let me check and see if I can.
Manage spells.
I guess what you haven't used is probably more fair.
Well, no, because you can change them day by day, so it's like,
I don't have burning hands.
oh, that's just something you have in your spell book. Yeah, but I don't know why it was
I don't know if
prepared.
it was prepared here.
You featherfall prepared, thunderwave prepared, misty step. Oh, you get false life because of your wizard thing.
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah, that's fine. We're good.
Oh no, it's a spell too.
Okay.
So, like I have 10 prepared here. The rest are like rituals.
Yeah, it's weird. Foundry's saying you have 11.
10 here.
Oh, you don't have mirror image?
No, I don't.
Why the hell is
Wait,
this?
no, wait. Oh, wait, no, do I?
Do you know mirror image?
Did I get
Why
that?
would?
I feel like I got that, but I never used it.
Oh. Yeah, this is. I don't know where you would have got mirror image. Would you have picked it? What's in your spell book? Mirror image is not in your spell book. You have alarm. The ones you don't have prepared in your spell book are alarm, burning hands, detect magic, find familiar, and identify.
But we just assume it's right.
So yeah, I'm going to assume from D&D Beyond that you do not know mirror image.
Okay.
Okay. So yeah. Okay. Good. So you got detect thoughts. What you're just casting it on the centaur?
Yeah, I'll just cast it on the center. I'll take a seat on the floor.
Okay. So it makes the surface thoughts you immediately get from detect thoughts are just pretty lights. That's the only stuff that's going through his head because that was the hypnotic pattern that Phoebe had cast. It's just like there was a brief swirl of lights that all of you saw from the area before they dissipated, but the centaur just still seemed to have been entranced by it. So that's all you're really getting at the moment. It's just that same kind of. Okay.
That's fine. We're gonna go further. We're gonna pry into the mind.
Okay, you're prying in, so it makes a wisdom saving throw. That's a fail. These guys have been rolling terribly on their saves. Okay. So you're just delving deeper into their consciousness. So as you delve deeper, you start to notice like a confusion as to why they're so entranced by these swirling lights, and then just like this thing of like, we were told to, like, just kind of like a moment, like you get glimpses of like a deep worship of Sidon just permeating them. That's kind of all that really jumps out, but you'll start to pick up other stuff if this continues.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep it on us. Like I assume we're gonna take it off and we're gonna ask him questions.
All right. Next we have Kira. Kira's just gonna step forward, not too close though. She's gonna kind of stick near you, Carl. Just stay there, and just kind of keep an eye on how things are gonna turn out. Prometheus. You're muted, by the way.
Okay, I am going to say, I think we have to wake this centaur out of his sleep to get it, if we want anything from it. And I'm going to say, who wants to help drag down with me? I'm just going to get ready to, at one time, grab it by the neck and pretty much just going to pull it harshly down while kind of tripping its legs. So maybe someone can help me pull it with.
Okay, so you're gonna grapple it to the ground, are you?
With the help of 2 others or so.
Am I able to talk during the quick time?
Briefly,
Okay.
because it's not your turn. You can make a 1-sentence reply.
Yeah. Can we tie the legs up first?
And then Prometheus, you can respond, and then consider that kind of interchange complete.
Yeah, okay, let's tie the legs. I start taking out a rope to tie the front legs.
I think Leo has already taken out a rope, so I don't know if we were about that.
There's
Okay.
a rope on the ground. I think.
I'll take that rope.
So you can then, Prometheus, give your provide the help action to Leia to tie the rope around the centaur's legs.
Sounds good. Cool.
All right. So then, Leia, is that what you're doing?
Me?
Yeah,
I tie rope help. I help tie rope.
So you're tying rope around the centaur's legs. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's incapacitated. Does it roll? Do you roll?
Speed 0.
Speed is 0. It can't take actions or reactions. Yeah, I'd just say you can. It's just kind of focus. It's like the lights. It can't focus on what's going on around it. So yeah, you can tie it up. You can restrain it.
Cool.
With ease. With the two of you helping it, there's no need for a roll. If it was just one of you, I would say it might have just kind of thrashed around a little bit, and that might require a roll. But with 2 of you, with Prometheus helping, then yeah, you can restrain it, no problem. So its legs are now bound. Yeah.
Okay. So is it Phoebe?
Then next up is Phoebe, who's prone on the ground.
Ooh. I get up.
Good.
Brush myself off. Do I still have an action?
Yeah, you still have an action. Sorry, I didn't mean to remove concentrating.
Well, if it's bound now, I'll take off Hypnotic Pattern.
Okay, so you take off Hypnotic Pattern, and it immediately just jerks in place as the lights just stop. Okay. Are you happy where you are? Or do you want to move?
Be fine.
You can
Okay.
You can talk to it.
Yeah, brief. You can say something brief, yeah, if you want.
Who sent you here?
Okay. Good thing to ask. Now, Xander.
Answer her question, bitch.
Okay. Then Vegar. So Vegar was holding a spell last round.
Yeah.
I didn't cast it. So that spell slot is used.
Okay. Let's
I'll just no, I can mark it off here manually. What would Vegar do now? Just prepare the same thing again, or?
I'm just charm person. So.
Oh, yeah. You charm a humanoid. Unfortunately, this centaur does not count as a humanoid, and he would know that if he was about to cast it on it.
Could I?
It's more. You get the impression that centaurs are kind of in the weird line between humanoid and horse.
Right.
So,
Okay. But he has a brain.
doesn't count as a humanoid.
Okay. That has to be humanoid. Okay.
Also,
What
he doesn't
about
prepared.
he helped tie the guy up?
He's already tied up. He's already restrained.
He's not. He's not responded yet, has he?
No, because it's not his turn.
Oh, okay.
He's still trying to He's still just after coming out of the hypnotic pattern, and he's recollecting his thoughts of what just happened. He
Okay.
hears Phoebe say that, and he hears you say that.
Okay. Okay. Then,
That's all you really detect as well,
okay.
Carl.
Then Vegar just stands there and waits.
Okay. All right then. Then it's the Centaur's turn. So Phoebe, I'll have you make a. This is kind of an intimidation check because it's restrained, and with Xander's influence, and you're kind of like, who sent you here? It's not very diplomatic. So I'll have you roll an intimidation with advantage.
Yay. Double ones again.
Hey.
Oh, that's better.
No, that's a lot better. It's an 18 plus 7. Damn. No, you don't normally see this side of Phoebe. Where like all of a sudden it's like even like Leia and Prometheus and Xander, you're all kind of like, damn, where did that come from? Got a moment from Phoebe, as he just reflexively, not even thinking about what what he was gonna do, just immediately blurts out Gaius, before just kind of shaking it off and realizing that he's restrained and is gonna try and break free from the restraints that you guys have made. So he's gonna make a strength save.
We're okay. Hold on.
Roll a 9. He's struggling against the ropes as you guys are just after binding him up. No longer stunned. Still restrained. Yeah, that was his action to try and break free as he speaks. Carl, with the tech thoughts, you do realize when Phoebe said that, you see a brief glimpse of a large group of centaurs, maybe about like 30, 40 centaurs, in communion, like having a discussion with a very familiar blue-robed and well-armored man, that Gaius, and behind Gaius a large silver dragon, kind of just standing there menacingly as he, and you get that little glimpse is enough for you to kind of make the connection that the blurt of Gaius that he said that, yeah.
Okay.
That is his turn. Next up is Carl. Like, he's struggling against his bindings.
I'm gonna continue to sit here and let the guys do the work. I relay the information of what I saw about Gaius and the Silver Dragon, and
You're just shouting it out there to the others.
yeah, just tell them about it. I'm
Okay.
like 30 feet away. I'm not shouting.
Yeah. You talking? But is it still raining? It's, and
Alright, fine,
occasional like spouts of thunder and distant lightning. Kira is just looking. She's just watching to see what you guys are doing. She's kind of keeping a more of an eagle-eyed view of things now that you have a restrained creature in front of you, wondering kind of what you're going to do with a captive. Prometheus.
I'm going to straight away. I'm gonna say there was 30 of them, guys. We got to get out of here as quickly as we can. I'm just going to, without warning, attack this guy two-handed. Oh, for fuck's
You got
sake.
advantage because he's restrained.
Yeah, okay. I'll do a roll under.
What are you doing,
Oh, for
You missed the guy on the ground.
oh my god, this is terrible. I'm gonna miss
Nice.
this one as well.
You're gonna miss. Yeah, and you have advantage on that, I think, as well.
This is when D&D becomes absolutely spastic all of a sudden. Like,
Alright, so did you roll an 11 and a 10? And then a 15. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the first one hits. So
okay.
you like this. He's not like like his legs are bound and he's trying to wriggle free, and you like stab forward twice with your trident as he is trying to break free, dealing
a fantastic 13
like
damage.
you strike forward 3 times. The first one not quite catching the wriggling horse equine in front of you, and then but your following 2 attacks deal a decent amount of damage. 13 damage to him. Nice.
What type of program you put in to make us have bad rolls today, Dan? We want to
Hey,
know.
look, I've been rolling bad as well. Did you see? Like every single time I was asked to roll a save, I failed, bar once.
Yeah,
So you don't get to say anything. It's just been saved. That's all you guys have been casting. It's just saves. Okay, so that's your turn. Next up, Leia. You see Prometheus has now just started attacking the Centaur that's in front of you.
Told the dead.
Okay, so it makes a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Roll good. He rolls bad. He rolls
Dog
3 plus 1, and he
It's not like
takes
she's
Die.
18 damage.
Wait, he still takes 18 damage.
That's crazy.
Wait, why are we murdering?
It's insane.
Die, bitch.
Okay. So he's trying to wriggle free as Prometheus stabs him once and bludgeons him with the base of his trident, and Leia just points her finger at his head, and he just hears this. You all hear gonging noises. His head is just rung like a bell, just shaking it, trying to make sense of what's just happened. Phoebe, what are you doing?
I'll ask one more question. Are there any more coming?
Okay. I'll have you roll. What do you want to be? Intimidation or persuasion? How are you phrasing this?
I'll take it intimidation. We'll keep it with the theme.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a straight roll, so okay.
Come on, baby! Yeah!
20. Yeah, that's good enough. You just hear he's just kind of wriggling free as he's just trying to like. You start to see like a fear starting to creep up in his eyes as he's just like his. You just heard a massive noise right in his ear. He's just after getting stabbed and bludgeoned in the side, and you just hear a panicked no come out of his mouth. And Carl, you do get the same sense because you see every thought that's going through his head. He is starting to get panicked. He's starting to get really afraid, and his thoughts are there was a small exchange of money between what looked to be the chieftain of the tribe and Gaius. And then when Gaius turned to fly away, 8 centaurs, himself included, left the tribe. Okay. Next up then is Xander.
I'd like to ask him what's Gaius' plan. So it's intimidation, I guess, for that.
Yeah, okay, I'll prompt you. Intimidation. See how good you guys are at intimidation. 18.
Pretty fucking good.
Damn. You say this to him and he's just like, I don't know. He's just trying to like, he just wants you dead. Like those are the words that come out. It's just it's just a mess of just like he's reacting to multiple stimuli at the same time. He's got being questioned by 2 while getting stabbed and spells getting cast on him by another 2.
And been read,
So like he's
mine read from another.
yeah, he doesn't know about that bit. But
Oh, he does. He does.
does the deeper thoughts? I thought if they failed, they knew.
No, they know regardless.
Oh, okay,
They can
well,
try. They can try to fight against it too.
oh yeah, he's not in a position to really fight against anything. He's just panicking. This is a creature that is just he's in flight or fight, and he's full in flight right now. He doesn't want to fight anymore. Just a combination of magic and
If we left him alone,
everything.
does that send a message to guide us?
Well, we could actually. Can we still talk?
We can still talk to him.
You got like
So, like, can we break out of combat if we are all just restrain him physically? Like, because like we don't have any pressure. Like, there's 6 of us. Like, I could strangle a little horse, no problem. Like,
with you kind of surrounding him and his kind of flight, not fight mode. You could. I'd say we could end combat here and then just have him restrained because he's already restrained. He's gonna keep trying to break out of it, but
yeah.
with all of you surrounding him, it's very unlikely that he would. So yeah, like we can end combat there.
Okay.
So we could release him with a message to say how Sidon and I mean it might spread the rest of how Gaius and Sidon left the Centaurs to die when he could have helped them win, and therefore losing 7 of his companions.
Yeah. I could be sending a message to everyone not to mess with us, like.
Yeah. It could be, or it could be a warning. Whether it's better that no one knows what happened, but we just won the day, you know.
Yeah, true. The tribe have 8 centaurs missing, and they never came back, and it's all it's all Caius's fault.
You do hear Kira chime in. It's like, I prefer that over killing a captive.
What do you prefer? Which do you prefer?
I prefer your idea of letting him free, sending a message, than killing a prisoner. And he's still bound, and he's no longer resisting as much as he's hearing this conversation going around you. He's like, "Shit, I might get out of this alive." Kind of, it's you're starting to see that kind of thought process coming across. And God, that's exactly what you're hearing. It's just like, "Fuck, I might get out of this." Like, please, I don't want to die.
Carl, what do you think? Sorry.
I agree with Prometheus. But do we just let him go, or do we follow him back to the village? It must be around here somewhere.
We murder the women and children too. That's a great idea. Okay.
And an intense spike of fear just goes through this centaur. Anyone with like a decent enough passive insight will immediately just see this guy tense up. Who is good passive insight? Leia and Vegar would both immediately notice him just straight up like freezing stock still and going. And Pearl, you're hearing the thought process of like, no, just the repeat of like he did like, and you're seeing glimpses of centaurs of his family.
Oh.
So Carl is for killing, so is Prometheus. Leia, are you for killing or
Kill.
So you're gonna kill him.
Kill him.
Why don't we just
Kira's
leave him here?
Kira okay, so Kira's argument is let him free to send the message that Sidon's Gaius doesn't abandoned them to die.
Yeah.
Or we could,
instead of killing a captive.
Like this guy. Well, I don't know.
We can't just leave him here bound. Eventually, he'll come off of his binding, by which time we'll be far, far away.
To our symbol. Can we brand him?
Oh yes, I like that, and we release him back as a warning. That sounds great.
Yeah. Put a mark on him.
Okay,
brand him. You are willing to brand a. This is Kira talking. You want to brand a living human, a living thing.
Tar, yeah. We'll let him go.
Wait,
But
like-
we put a
Extremist,
mark on him.
I'll say there, Prometheus and Leia, it's not exactly what a morale group would do.
Do we even have
Kira's immediately horrified by that suggestion.
I start twiddling my dagger around my hand. I'm already going over. I think we should leave a warning to anyone. What happens if you cross
He's
Zorro?
already pretty
Gestures
damaged.
at the 7 other dead centaurs. Is that not enough of a warning?
Okay.
But
What if we
But he needs to
What if we
know.
give them a message?
He already knows.
If we give
Well,
them
everyone else
so
should know.
if we tell them, okay, never come after us again, and you are always to tell us where.
You
guys.
don't even need to roll for this. He is terrified of what's being suggested.
Yeah.
He is terrified of you following him back to his tribe to kill them. He is terrified of the idea of you branding him or marking him, scarring him permanently. So he will go along with whatever it will take for any of that not to happen.
Okay.
Okay, who votes on a branding? I vote on
I'm
a
not
branding.
branding him.
What are you branding
Or-
for?
Well, branding so everyone knows that he crossed our party.
Yeah.
The mental scar of losing 7 of his comrades should be enough, and the fact that we're having
Carl, you're still thinking, you're still hearing his thoughts, and like
I am.
you do make the connection. Like he's starting to realize, like he's starting to become more aware of that you are listening to his thoughts, but he's still looking at the dead corpses of the other centaurs, and you do realize one of them was his brother, and then there was an uncle in that group alongside some cousins, and then some other members of the tribe. So he has already had family die here. He's not gonna forget this night, this afternoon.
Okay. Is it merciful to just finish it, or leave him go?
I think we have a vote on it. What people want to do, and I vote branding and release him back to the tribe with a warning about how Sidon will always abandon you, and therefore this is a warning what happens when you cross our party, and we leave a mark like a Z across him for Zorro, you know.
Unless he switch loyalty to us.
Unless he wants to have to assist us.
Exactly. Or else
Will
we
he?
brand him.
Yeah, he did not assist you. How? I don't know anything.
You owe us a life debt now.
You will join us in our pilgrimage.
Be a spy for us in the Sidon group.
I don't have any way of communicating with you when I go back home.
We'll find you. Don't worry. I have message, right? Hang on.
Do you? I think you should.
Or sending.
Sending. Yeah, I think you have sending.
Look here. What's your
Yeah.
name? What's I ask his name?
Is it a level 3 spell or something? But you ask for his name. His
Yeah.
name is his name is Tecton. Tekton.
Look here, Tecton. This could go one of two ways. Either we get a nice relationship going here, or it ends pretty fast. And these things, I think we could work toward it. Could be beneficial. Could be beneficial to us both.
Okay. In that case, I'll have you make a persuasion check with advantage, just because of how this whole thing is gone. 17.
It's 18.
18. Is it 8?
Oh, sorry, 17. It is 17.
17.
Yeah.
So 17. He nods along with, like, I don't know what I can do for you. I'm just I'm just a hunter. My tribe. I'm.
But
What do you want from me?
uh, like physical skills, even just typical messaging, like
I can keep. I don't know how I can keep in contact with you, but I could tell you our movements are. I can attempt to convince our chief not to move against Astoria. I don't know what else I can do.
Yes, yes.
Were you going to
Occasionally,
move against Astoria?
I don't know. You're all getting the impression this is just like a foot soldier in the tribe. He's just a hunter for his tribe. He's not anyone. He's not like important.
I think so. I kind of lightly whispered to the group that I think it would be a good idea if we let him go, but like have it. What's this? Have it so that he spreads our good word, so that our group is shown as the group for saviors.
I'm not convinced he's gonna spread a good word anymore.
With what Prometheus is doing, fuck no.
Maybe not, but
He's willing to like if you can communicate with him.
Yeah.
He will he will keep you updated. And from what Carl is detecting, he's entirely truthful in what he's saying.
Okay.
He is willing to provide information and attempt to sway his tribe away from anything malicious against Astoria or yourselves.
I'll accept that.
But he's not you're not swaying him over to the five gods with what Prometheus is doing.
No, that's fine.
Just going from center to center, sacrificing them. Like
but
Oh my god. Alright, let's just let him go.
yeah.
All right.
Pure torture at this point.
Yeah, so you you release him from his binds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he has to give it out. Give us a note. Give us a note before he does. Make us give it.
There are some oaths that you can do here. Let me find them. I completely forgot about the oaths.
Yeah.
They are proper oaths that if you break them, bad shit happens. Where the fuck are they?
Because he owes us a life debt, so we want to use it, you know.
Who died?
All the centaurs.
I think we owe him a life debt.
He is willing to make an oath of service to you.
Yes.
So it's an oath of service. An oath of service is an oath sworn to one individual to another. The swearer is required to perform one or more tasks depending on the oath. It has to be specified. Which the task itself or tasks do not need to be specified when the oath is sworn. It may require evil deeds such as assassination. For this reason, most people are hesitant to swear such an oath, viewing it as a last resort. When the oath swearer is called upon, they must answer as quickly as possible once the task has been completed or tasks. The oath is fulfilled and there is no further obligation. Failure to answer the call or refusal to complete the task brands the swearer as an oath breaker and makes him subject to the curse of the treacherous.
Jeez, that's perfect.
So he's willing to make an oath of service for 2 tasks because fucking oath of service is a hefty oath to be making. So 2 tasks he's willing to make an oath for.
So.
And that's asking a lot of any sentient or sapient human being. Sapient being.
Are we saying the two tasks are keep movements, keep us updated on movements of Gaius and persuade the leader?
We don't have to specify the tasks now.
Well,
You
yeah,
can just
no,
make
They don't.
the
They
oath.
don't. They don't have to be specified now.
Well, okay, yeah,
But-
then we can just do the oath and then you can go home.
Yeah. Because we might need it for a rainy day.
Yeah, that sounds
Okay.
that sounds like a good idea. Because we can, as a task, he could come join us in a dungeon or something like that, or I don't know.
Yeah, if you've a way of contacting him, yeah.
Yeah.
So he is willing to swear an oath of service to you, Xander.
Okay.
So you can read. Like the oaths are written in the player's guide as well. By the way, if
How do you
people
spell
need
his
to.
name actually?
Tekton.
Tekeon.
Making a note of that as well for the oath.
Oh, I'm gonna
Okay.
come over. I'll be like, that's hard work, guys.
All right.
Fuck.
Okay. You sacrifice. So you're sacrificing to first one to Pithor. That sacrifice goes off with no problems. It goes like any of your other sacrifices to Pithor. Same with those
I
two
think you jumped the
Mitros.
gun there a bit because we're still having. The conversation.
All of your sacrifices to Mitros go according to plan. Your sacrifice to Valus, you feel like a distaste kind of come across you. That feels alien. It's not like she disapproves, but she doesn't appreciate is kind of what you got from that one. And your sacrifice to Kentamane.
Who sacrificed to Kentamane?
Prometheus sacrifices Centaur number 6 to Kentamane.
Oh,
Half the
shit.
party. Oh no.
I would have joined him with that.
No, it's on behalf of the party. These are all.
Okay.
I'm not looking for favor just for myself.
Okay, if you're sacrificing on behalf of the party,
Do they all have to be there,
Wait.
or is it?
well, no, you kind of all are all sharing
I guess
glory
we
and
do
everything
this-
like that.
We're
So
technically doing
you
the
all,
sacrifice after the we let the guy go.
well, like it takes time. So like
Yeah.
he still makes the oath. So he's willing to do two tasks, and you do still get the impression that he is willing to attempt to convince his tribe not to fuck with you guys anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Not even as a part of his oath. That's just like common sense for him. It's like, I'm not fucking going near these guys again unless they show up in my life to ask me whatever the fuck they want me to do. Cool. The sacrifice to Kentamane. Prometheus, as you sacrifice this centaur to Kentamane, you just feel like an uneasiness in your stomach that just grows and grows and grows, and then it's just like, and then you start to feel the hairs on your arm start to stand up, almost like it's kind of like goosebumps, but then you start to feel like a little bit of static electricity. As the storm above you, a blindingly bright lightning bolt comes down and strikes you.
Huh?
For 16 points of damage. And you immediately know that Kentamane did not like that sacrifice.
Oh,
Oh shit!
Yeah, you still retain Shield of Faith, but that was. There are each god has their own kind of standards.
Yeah.
So when you sacrifice something to them, you have to factor in what you are sacrificing and who you are sacrificing to. Kentamane, he is the 100-handed, That is one of his main title, but his other title is Defender of Thelea, as in the goddess Thelea. And centaurs are a native race of Thelea that live in the wilds and respect the land.
I'm gonna grunt in this, like, I don't know.
So all of you were not standing. Luckily, all of you were not standing near Prometheus when that happened. But all of you just see this bright light just slamming to the ground as Prometheus is prone on the ground, just kind of smoking a little bit from the lightning bolt.
Jesus.
I'm gonna grunt and curse in pain, and I'm gonna go lay on hands for 25.
Okay. Okay. But yes, Valus didn't really appreciate the sacrifice. Pithor was like, yeah, fuck it. And you didn't really detect anything from Mitros when you sacrificed her. It was neither disdain nor happiness. It was just kind of neutral.
Good thing our paladin.
She didn't really mind.
Good thing our paladin knows a lot about religion.
You've got an up close thing of like maybe sacrificing like native things to Kentamane. Not a good idea. Same thing. You get the you're all getting the impression that sacrificing native races as in like sapient beings, to either Thelea or Kentamane is a bad idea. Even though Thelea is very much a kind of distant deity, there are a few things that would kind of ignite her anger. Valus is she's goddess of wisdom. Like you kind of you have to factor in what you're sacrificing to whom, and it'll have different effects. You might not know what happens as a result of what you did, but an example of something good that happened was when you sacrificed Cerberus in the forge to Vulcan. He was able to teleport to your location. That was a result of your sacrifice. He wouldn't have been able to do that if you hadn't sacrificed to him. So there are other things. These sacrifices do have impacts, but common sense on who you sacrifice to. I might write up a doc for you to all see kind of what the rough kind of ideologies of each of the gods are and titans.
I'm back at the full with my 25 hit points. So.
Yep, you're back up full. Good. He's gone. Tecton is gone.
One was Mitros.
And Mitros was kind of neutral. Like you get the impression Pithor appreciated it. Mitros didn't really mind for or against. Valus was like, eh. And Kentamane did not like what you did. But yeah.
Okay.
Can we gather up all the pikes, longbows, and the and any valuables they would have had off their bodies? Cause...
Yeah, you get you find 7 pikes and 7 longbows alongside assorted arrows. They don't have any valuables on them because there was no need for them to bring any valuables. They were hunting you. You get the impression they were to attack you and then return home. So why would they bring anything valuable with them other than what they needed to complete the job? So you just collect their weapons, which was 7 pikes and 7 longbows. If you were to use the pikes, it would be 2-handed, and the longbows are difficult for the majority of you to use because they're longbows, and I don't know if any of you have tried to use a longbow, but you need a fair amount of strength to draw those bows.
I think I can use.
I will collect them to sell them on. Does anyone plan to use any of them, or we should sell them all at the party?
I'd say sell them if you want.
I would say you'd need to be able to draw one of the longbows that they'd use. You need to have at least 16 strength.
Yeah, I could do that.
Is that a simple martial weapon, or is that I'd be able to use a longbow potentially.
It's a martial ranged weapon.
Okay. I think so.
And it's one of those things where if you're using a longbow and then you want to swap over to melee combat, it's an action to put away the longbow. For
Okay.
you. For the Centaur, it's just like because they were large, they could just put it away no problem and then switch over to melee. But because it's like a fucking longbow, if you're switching between martial, if you're switching between ranged and melee, then it requires some finagling to do it. Well, unless if you just want to drop it. But okay.
And
So 7 pikes.
7 longbows.
7
Cool.
longbows.
Nice.
Gotcha. Okay, so that is combat. It's still raining. You are all drenched. And you see Tecton just kind of disappear off to the north after you let him free. With your oath. Yeah.
We can take a pause there if you want, or
Yeah. Do you want to continue back to Astoria before we take the pause?
yeah, if we can, do a quick jump to the story, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not gonna make you roll anymore, but as you get nearer to Astoria, the thunderous storm that you fought in and had battled in, lightens enough to that it's still raining, but it's no longer like a storm. We come close to about 9, half 9. Are you pushing on through the night to arrive in the morning?
I think so. What do you guys think?
Let's go.
Yeah, sure, go on, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
In that case, I'll have all of you make Constitution saves.
Come on. Oh, boy.
Okay, a fail for Prometheus, success for Carl, success for Phoebe, a fail for Leia, and a success for Xander, and then I'll roll one for Vegar. Save. Constitution. Success for Vegar. Okay, so that means Prometheus and Leia, you have 1 level of exhaustion as you push on through the night. So I'll mark you up. And
Is it one long rest we get rid of that, or do you need to roll for after
a long rest.
Okay.
Get rid of it. So you push on through the night as morning comes. So as morning comes, you see about as dawn arrives, sun coming over the horizon. As the clouds start to disappear, you see Astoria. And you also see a strange sight when you reach Astoria. Kind of weird metallic shimmers from near the king's palace that you see rising above the walls. And as you get closer and closer, you see them to be 3 young-looking copper dragons that are reclining on the roof of the king's palace.
Oh. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So I'll just activate this scene here.
Oh, shit. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, this is just like a setting scene. There is no large statue of a woman holding her hand out in real life, but it was the best looking one I could find that kind of encapsulated a city in a gorge.
That's great.
It's kind of look. So you see as you approach the city, 3 young-looking copper dragons just kind of reclining, just reclining on the roof of the king's palace.
Nice.
That's cool.
Landed there.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
Sounds good.
Cool.
I'll end the stream. That was a really good session, I think.
Yeah, it went